Hi, how are you? It's Diane Banks, voice actress and radio personality in Chicago. I hope you'll take a second to subscribe. You just click the red button, and I have many videos, over 200 for you. I hope you'll watch some, like my latest Disney Pixar Incredibles 2 behind the scenes concept art, and there's the thumbnail. We're going to get right to it. I hope you've been watching Disenchantment on Netflix. If you haven't, check it out. You know, you can get a month free, and then you don't have to stay. Shh, I didn't tell you that, but you know. So you could watch Disenchantment, and it's not a Disney show, but it does have Disney homage or Easter eggs too. So there's the connection there. But TV Guide gave us a little bit of scoop here. I thought we'd start with, and then check out the eggs. Most of the article didn't have much, but at the very bottom we learned that the producers are saying things like, what's different in the show is that some of the background stuff just funny, but other things help with the story and the ongoing mystery. People should watch to enjoy and get the jokes on the surface, but if you see it again, you see things in the background that are mysterious, and we end the show, I think people will go, oh my god, that was there in the very first episode, but it's really hard to find. So that may not be necessarily an Easter egg, but it tells you about the plot. And so you could find out what's going to happen just by watching the first episode. I didn't, but you probably, if you watched it 100 times, you might. So I just thought that was kind of an interesting little tidbit from them. And then we'll talk about season 2 and that kind of thing at the end of the video. But here's just a few that I found and that other people found too. You might have seen some of these already, or maybe not. This was one where I think some other people had this one too, but just in case you haven't seen it. This is Fry's hair and the wig stand. Fry from Futurama, of course. And there he is with Bean. And then some people said, and I don't know if this is true or not, behind Luci here could be Lisa Simpson's silhouette, her hair. So that's a maybe Easter egg. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also in the comments, please let me know if you are planning on watching it. And if you are watching it, do you like it? I mean, reviews are kind of mixed right now. So I'd be interested to know what you think. This is another one that, again, some people I think have seen. Maybe you haven't. But I thought it was a really good one to point out. This is in episode 10. And when Luci is going back in time here in the magic globe, or whatever they call it, we see silhouettes of, you'd have to freeze frame to find it, Fry, Bender, and the professor, again from Futurama, and they're in their time machine. And then I have another image of that just so you can see. This is actually from the Futurama episode. So there they are. I thought that was a super neat one, and again we had to get to episode 10 before we got to see that. And they said, you know, there are some earlier than that, but you have to really look. Now here's a Disney homage, and you know, when you poke fun, it means you love them, right? Because Tinkerbell looks like life has been really rough. But there she is in her older days, apparently. I thought that was pretty hilarious, and she's looking for a good time. Definitely not the G-rated version of that, but I thought that was pretty cute, their little homage. Somebody on Twitter pointed this out. Thanks, whoever did that. You can go look at those on Twitter, too. There's some good ones. But this one, the boot shape of his nose, and then there's the boots, which that's kind of cool, isn't it? There's the close-up on the boot shape. There's the boots. And Bean looking like, I don't want to get married to this clown who's going to turn into a pig. And that's not really much of a spoiler. That's like in the first episode, I think. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the little elves. The elves that from The Simpsons. So here's an homage to The Simpsons, an Easter egg here. And then you see the look-alike elves in this new show, in Disenchantment. And then also, here it says, yeah, singing while you work. Not happiness, it's mental illness. Singing while you work, what's that? An homage to, ta-da, the Seven Dwarfs. Whistle while you work. So another Disney reference there. And then I got a couple more here. Let's see. These are just like they talked about. They're I guess the producers call these sort of Easter eggs because they're funny little signs in the background. And they always have those on The Simpsons too. Little Caesars Poison Shop, poison, poison. Which, is Little Caesars even around anymore? If you have a Little Caesars near you, or if you know, let me know. I don't know if they still exist. And then this one is like a 7-Eleven. Open since the year 7-Eleven. So they're Quickie Mart with barbecue squirrel. And then, now entering Enchanted Forest, beware of racist antelope. There's a lot of funny signs like that. And then this one, now I could just be projecting, but this was to me an homage to Pinocchio, which, you know, the ominous shadows, the mule, the castle, which looks very Disney castle there, and it looks different in different scenes, but here it looks like a Disney castle. And then the just the whole background element and the alleyway and the cops and everything. I thought that was very Pinocchio, but again, could just be my interpretation. Let me know in the comments which, if you've seen any, and your thoughts. And again, I really want to know what you think of the show. If you're going to watch, if you have watched, if you liked it, if you didn't. My feeling, though, is that, yeah, maybe it started a little slow, but you have to keep watching because by episode 10, it's so good, and there's these cliffhangers, and you want to know what's going to happen. Which brings us to, when will Disenchantment Season 2 be on Netflix? Well, we know that we're going to get a part 2. So Season 2, we don't know, and this article doesn't really help with that. But what it does talk about is that we're definitely going to get the end of this season. In other words, we know there's going to be another 10 episodes because Netflix approved 20 episodes total. We've seen 10, but we don't know when the other 10 are going to come around. I have a feeling maybe not that long a wait since they knew they were going to get to make 20. But as far as the Season 2, an actual Season 2, we don't know. I hope there will be one. And then, just as a side note, I'm really late to this party, but I just started playing the Futurama Worlds of Tomorrow on Google Play, just because I was thinking Futurama because of this whole thing. If you've never played this, or you haven't played in a while, go check it out. You know, a lot of the games on Google Play are kind of lame or cheaply done. This one has great quality, graphics, voiceover, music, everything. It's a great game if you haven't checked that out. Okay, so let's move on to your comments here before we wrap up. Edward Wood, the Disney smoking ban he talks about. This is based on my video of 20 Disney characters who smoked before the smoking ban, so I hope you'll check out that vid. And he says, the Disney smoking ban has nothing to do with health. It's being rumored any movie that depicts smoking will automatically be slapped with an R rating, something Disney is desperate to avoid. Interesting note there. Anybody else want to comment on that? And then Amanda Rose Entertainment commented on my video, Disney Pixar, how they changed Inside Out for international markets, and says the cupcake one is from Monsters University, not Monsters Inc. Ah, good catch. So you got to go watch that video to see what she's talking about. Thank you. That's a real good one. And, oh, Disney Store hiring. Work at home for Disney, work at home jobs. Go watch my video there because Miranda Ray says, I was just offered the position. Woohoo! And Miranda, I put here too, if you ever want to elaborate on what the job is like, we'd love to hear in the comments. Please share if you would like. And then our next two comments about this most recent video that I was just telling you about that I hope you'll watch. Disney Pixar Incredibles 2, behind the scenes concept art. And Clay Carmichael says, this concept art is amazing. It sure is. And Disney Freak 309 says, I like looking at concept art for Pixar movies because the animators make the 2D concept art into the 3D animation. And they make it look almost exactly identical. It's so true. It's really nice. And then we'll wrap up here with Jakin, who, let's see, commented on my video, Incredibles 2 Secrets. Filmmakers share their secrets. So I hope you'll watch that too. I've got a lot of videos for you to watch. I've just filled up your week. Jakin says, I saw the movie and I loved it. Incredibles 2. Yeah, so if you saw that and you want to chat about that in the comments or anything else, including Disenchantment, please share your comments. Please subscribe. It's Diane Banks. Thanks for watching as always. Take care, and we will talk soon.